so beautiful, LA. Tell us about the bees. I feel like I speak a lot about bees, and I feel like people would rightfully roll their eyes now if I start giving you information about bees. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of out of bee facts for now. I kind of think, my bees are doing great, you know. And what they're doing, what we just did it a few months because it's late in summer, obviously. So like a lot of the flowers in Ireland have stopped blooming. But if you go up to higher altitudes later in the summer, in the hillsides and stuff, there's a flower called heather. And I mean, ivy can be foraged pretty much all year round, but there's a flower called heather, and it's sometimes referred to as heather honey. And if you bring your hive when you think they're all done, you can move them. And now, this is interesting, you can't move them. You have to move them you can't move them like a foot or 2 feet, right? Bees have this kind of honing thing. If you're going to move a beehive, you have to move them far. And if you do that, that's fine, that they will find their way home. But I swear to God, if you move it like a meter, they're going to get really confused and they're going to think their home is there and they're just going to like hit a wall and just die in the cold. So you've got to if you move them like a kilometer, that's grand, they're fine with that. And you can move them up to a hillside where they'll be picking up heather, they'll be foraging heather, and then you get this really different type of honey called heather honey. And it's pretty thick. Thank you so much. This next song is one that I wrote in Ireland a few years ago when I was living alone in the countryside, kind of in the early parts of the pandemic, which is also by coincidence around the time I started keeping bees. And I was just trying to make sense of that newly arrived, that sense of distance and awareness and apartness. In a year that was kind of slipping away from us, and that sense of wanting to be helpful or useful or something. But this next song is a special one for me in that it's the first of my own music that I got to share with the incredible artist that is Allison Russell. Myself and Allison Russell met a few years ago at Newport Folk Festival, and been friends since. I've always admired Allison's staggeringly beautiful work, and it's so important and so urgent and so healing. And Allison is one of the great freedom singers of our time, she has always been a very bright light in this world, and a very bright light in my life, I have to say. And around the time that we hopped on this song together, she joined me in studio here in LA, in fact, to record this next song. Allison was gracious enough to invite me to sing with her on her beautiful track, Requiem, of her Grammy-winning album, The Returner. Which was also worked on by our very own Larissa Maestro. And yes, and also it's just been cast as Persephone in and I'm incredibly excited to see that. It's so fucking awesome, frankly. This is a song called Wildflower and Barley.
Springtime in the country. Each time I'm shocked by the light, the world lying fallow, and you are apart from me. Everything in my vision is movement and life. Riverboat, wheelbarrow, wildflower and barley. Springtime in the country. I can smell summer on its breath. Low and narrow lay the fields in the harmony. Everything in my vision, departure and death. Riverboat, wheelbarrow, wildflower and barley. This year I swear there will be buried in nature. This year I swear there will be buried in words. Close to the surface, close to the chemistry. Useful as dirt, my body the world. Springtime in the city. The canal banks are empty again. Birds crying out to be heeded. Our bodies are streets for the laughter of young women and men. Now boating trolley, wildflower and barley. This year I swear there will be buried in nature. This year I swear there will be buried in words. Close to the surface, sun, close to the casket. Useful as dirt, only on earth. This year I swear there will be buried in nature. This year I swear there will be buried in words. Close to the surface, sun, close to the casket. Useful as dirt, let my body the world. Springtime from the window. Another month passed, not much longer now. The sun hesitates more on each evening's darkening. With all things all ours, we're made of ground. Late grief and sweet memory, wildflower.